everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you all are doing awesome. So today I'm back with another English lecture, and today I'm going to be telling you some common basics and another topic, which is writing adventure stories. So without a further ado, let's begin. So now I found this little sheet, and this is a very good sheet because it'll help you plan your own adventure story. You know, not everybody can write stories, but if you listen to my topic clearly, I'm sure you'll be able to write stories in no time. Okay, so you can add your name here. Well, my name is Ayza, so I'm not writing it. So an adventure story should be exciting. Like, you know, they should have some adventure in them because its name is an adventure story, so it has to have some adventure. Otherwise, it shouldn't be an adventure story. So they need a disaster at the start. Okay, so now this isn't really compulsory at the start because a disaster can come anytime. For example, I'll give you an example. Two girls were in school, they went to bus, then a disaster happened. That can also be it. It isn't compulsory for the disaster at the start. A journey or trip taken by the main character. So, you know, every story has main characters. So, for example, if I give my main character a name, her name is Leah. Okay, so she like a journey or a trip taken by the main character. So Leah is my main character. You can make any name. And she goes to mountains with snow, or she goes to a safari jungle, and suspense, danger, and problems. And Leah faces like animals creeping on her, owls hooting, you know, in the jungle, all that happens. And you always have to use senses, like, you know what senses are? What you can hear, smell, and see. So like she could hear owl hooting and all the other senses which you can hear at a jungle. Now, great ideas for overcoming problems. So, for example, what if suddenly Leah was walking and suddenly a huge lion or tiger appeared on her front? So then, like, of course, Leah must have gone prepared. So she took out a rope and slang from trees. Okay, and it should always have a happy ending. At the end, Leah found whatever she went to do that, and then they all lived happily ever after again. Now, the adventure setting needs to have something. A setting is all this. This, what all we discussed, is a setting. There needs to be a plot, like where the story started. So, if, for example, starting at school, your house, a park, whatever, a jungle, a friend's house. And then you have to think of the characters, their names, how many characters there will be, and then setting objectives. You always have to have some adjectives, some good vocabulary in your mind before writing stories. And you have to write the main character's best qualities. So, for example, my main character Leah, she's very good. She has a sharp vision. That means she's very good at seeing things. So Leah spotted a tree and then swung, and then the tiger couldn't. Of course, tigers can't climb. So yeah, the tiger went away, or lion, whatever. Okay, so there have to be some best qualities. So one is that Leah is good at hearing, and she's good at seeing, and she's also good at drawing. So those are some main qualities of my character. Yours can be anything. And now the main disaster. So I can make the main disaster that suddenly, as she was swinging in the trees, a huge jumble of animals and all those surrounded her, and she had to do something. And setting objectives, always have some good vocabulary in your mind. For example, ambitious, ferocious, those are all good vocabulary. Okay, so now this is our adventure or your adventure story plan. Okay, now let's go on. Now, these are some common basics of writing adventure stories. So basically, they're called story elements, but I just wrote common basics. Okay, so setting. There always needs to be a setting, which we just discussed. And now the characters, like Leah. Let's do Leah and Emmy. Those are my two characters. And the theme is the team adventurous? Is it nonfiction? Is it fiction? And now the plot. The plot is where the story is starting at. Is it starting in the jungle, at the house, your friend's house, the school, the park, wherever? And now it is the conf. And okay, so these are basically the story elements. Okay. Yeah. Now, here is the adventure. Okay, so here I have a whiteboard, and now I've written here. Now, examples given. So, see, this is the adventure part. So, your story can have an adventure like two girls or like two girls discovered a magical land, or they had a discovery of a gem, or there can be heroes. There are two heroes, or there can be a jungle adventure, like they're in the jungle trying to find something, or a long lost item, for example, a long lost gem that no one has ever found, and they want those two girls want to find that, and many more. Okay, now here are some good vocabulary, good words. So remember, if you have good vocabulary, you have, sorry. So remember, if you have good vocabulary, you're a good writer. That's why good vocabulary, good writer. Now, others were, so this is a very good chart. If you want, you should get these type of charts printed for writing stories. Okay, so now these are other words to say nice, good, bad, sad, happy, laughed, like, said, big, little, ran, walked, pretty, looked, scared. Okay, so nice, enjoyable, pleasurable, thoughtful, courteous, lovely, likable, pleasing, gracious, cordial, admirable, considerate. Good. Now, good, excellent, amazing, wonderful, pleasant, marvelous, exceptional, fantastic, super, outstanding, terrific, splendid, stupendous. Now, bad, awful, rotten, naughty, mean, dreadful, nasty, wicked, lousy, terrible, unpleasant, disagreeable, wretched. Sad, depressed, gloomy, miserable, cheerless, unhappy, dejected, foreign, sorrowful, upset, downcast, tearful, suffer. So sorrow means like, not feeling good, sad. Happy, cheerful, delighted, pleased, glad, joyful, ecstatic, content, jovial, amused, merry, thrilled, elated. Also, if you don't know any of these words meanings, you Google them up or look up in a dictionary. Now, laughed, giggled, chuckled, roared, howled, whooped, snickered, guffawed. I don't know what that means. Shrieked, grinned, cackled, bellowed, chortled. Like, admire, approve, adore, treasure, fancy, marvel, appreciate, respect, cherish, favor, desire, enjoy. Said, commented, replied, remarked, declared, stated, exclaimed, shouted, whispered, announced, responded, boasted, explained. Big, huge, gigantic, enormous, large, massive, constant, immense, bulky, hefty, tremendous, jumbo. Little, small, tiny, petite, miniature, teeny, insy bitsy, minuscule, mini, minute, microscopic, skimpy, weak. Ran, bottled, sped, hurried, sprinted, jogged, rushed, galloped, hustled, skipped, raced, dashed, fled. Walked, strolled, sauntered, tiptoed, trotted, marched, glided, started, shuffled, crept, trudged, hiked, parried. Also, you can pause this part and read on your own if you don't want to read with me. Pretty. Now, pretty. Beautiful, gorgeous, appealing, cute, lovely, exquisite, attractive, elegant. Oh, wait. Another word for attractive is also fascinating. Elegant, handsome, stunning, fair, dazzling. Looked, gazed, exclaimed, examined, glanced, viewed, observed, peeked, stared, watched, inspected, spread, studied, noticed. Scared, afraid, frightened, spooked, horrified, startled, fearful, petrified, anxious, aghast, alarmed, terrified, shaken. Okay, so these are very good. You should get these things printed. Ow. Okay. Now, see you later, everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you keep watching my videos. And as always, keep learning. Bye, everybody.